I was in India at 19. Actually, we've got three represented, 17, 18, and 19. My wife, Judy, was in 18. She was in applied nutrition. I was in ag extension with in Roger's group, and he told a number of good stories about that. I only want to tell one real story. Somebody here gave us a very enlightening presentation on family planning. My closest, most memorable experience with family planning was watching my 7-month, 8-month pregnant wife giving a lecture to a bunch of Indian ladies about family planning. And the guys, that is the Indian husbands of these wives, and I were all standing around in the back, and boy, I didn't get a moment of peace. They just say, "Don't you know anything about family planning?" So I didn't know anything about family planning, I guess. Anyway, I also learned that the U.S. government is not infallible. When we arrived at our site, there were two other guys with us, Ed Hepner and Ron Tinkham. Both were in ag extension. One was an animal guy. And we were both, all four, assigned to a livestock farm. And we couldn't figure out what in the world all four of us were going to do at this livestock farm. We spent 2 or 3 weeks there, and they kept telling us about different things they were doing. Finally, we went up to the agricultural university on the other side of town, which we didn't know about before. And they said, "Where have you been? We've been waiting for you." Well, it turns out the Peace Corps assigned us to 2 places at the same time. And they took us to one and didn't realize that the other one, these don't communicate, you know, it's normal bureaucracy in India. They just don't communicate. The last thing I wanted to mention is that our training was in Davis, California, at the University of California, Davis. Very good training in agricultural extension, especially in irrigation. As it turns out, I used that Peace Corps training in my work for the next 40 years. So thank you, Peace Corps.